Hello everyone, and welcome to Who Created It and How. Today, we're casting our gaze upward to the vast, endless sky. For as long as humans have existed, we've looked to the heavens with a mix of wonder, fear, and reverence. The sky wasn't just a ceiling over our heads. It was the home of gods, the source of life-giving rain, the cosmic clock, and the ultimate mystery. So how exactly did our ancestors worship the sky? Let's find out. From the sun-drenched pyramids of ancient Egypt to the windswept plains of the Americas, the sky was the canvas upon which humanity painted its most profound beliefs. Take the Egyptians, for example. For them, the sky was a goddess named Nut. She was often depicted as a woman arched over the earth god, Geb, her body studded with stars. Each evening, she would swallow the sun god, Ra, and give birth to him again every morning. This daily cycle wasn't just a myth, it was the very engine of their universe, a guarantee that life would continue, that order would triumph over chaos. The sun's journey across the sky was a divine procession, meticulously tracked and celebrated. Now, let's journey to the Andes Mountains, to the heart of the Inca Empire. The Incas were master astronomers and architects, and their entire society revolved around the heavens. Their primary deity was Inti, the sun god, from whom the Inca emperor himself was said to be descended. The Coricancha, or Temple of the Sun in Cusco, was their most sacred shrine. Its walls were once covered in sheets of solid gold, designed to catch the sun's rays and blaze with a divine light that would fill any visitor with awe. Inca life was dictated by the solar calendar. Festivals like Inti Raymi, the Festival of the Sun, were held at the winter solstice to plead with the sun not to abandon them during the shortest days of the year, ensuring its return and the continuation of their harvests. The sun wasn't just a god, it was their divine ancestor and the source of all life. Meanwhile, across the globe in ancient Greece, the sky was a stage for a drama of epic proportions. Zeus, the king of the gods, was the god of the sky and thunder. He ruled from his throne on Mount Olympus, wielding lightning bolts to enforce his will. A clear sky meant Zeus was pleased. A raging storm showed his fury, but the Greeks also saw the patterns in the chaos. They meticulously charted the stars, naming constellations after their gods, goddesses, heroes, and mythical beasts. The stories of Orion the hunter, Cassiopeia the queen, and Pegasus the winged horse are still with us today. These weren't just bedtime stories. They were a way of mapping the cosmos, of making the infinite, unknowable sky feel a little more familiar, a little more human. Astronomy and mythology were deeply intertwined. In ancient China, the concept was a bit different. The sky, or Tian, was not just a place, but a conscious, moral force. The emperor was known as the Son of Heaven, and his right to rule was granted by the mandate of heaven. This mandate wasn't permanent. If an emperor became corrupt or incompetent, heaven would show its displeasure through natural disasters like floods, earthquakes, or even celestial events like comets and eclipses. These were seen as cosmic warnings, signs that the emperor had lost favor and could be overthrown. So for the Chinese emperor, keeping the sky happy was the ultimate political and spiritual responsibility. Court astronomers had the crucial job of interpreting these celestial signs, making them some of the most powerful advisors in the empire. Let's travel now to the windswept plains of North America. Many Native American tribes viewed the sky with profound respect. The Lakota, for example, revered the sky as Wakantanka, the Great Mystery, or Great Spirit, an all-encompassing divine force. The sun provided warmth and light, and its path dictated the seasons for hunting and gathering. The stars were not just points of light, but spiritual beings and guides. The morning star, in particular, held special significance in many cultures, often associated with wisdom and courage. Sky worship wasn't about building grand temples. It was woven into the fabric of daily life, into ceremonies, songs, and oral traditions that passed sacred knowledge from one generation to the next. The sky was a living, breathing relative. This brings us to a common thread that connects all these diverse cultures: the deep, instinctual need to find order in the universe. Prehistoric sites like Stonehenge in England and Newgrange in Ireland are silent testaments to this quest. These massive stone structures are not random piles of rock, they are sophisticated astronomical observatories. Stonehenge is famously aligned with the sunrise on the summer solstice and the sunset on the winter solstice. Imagine the community gathering there thousands of years ago, watching as a single beam of light pierced the heart of the monument on the longest day of the year. This wasn't just a calendar. It was a sacred event, a moment of connection between the earth and the heavens, a confirmation that the cosmic cycles were still in balance. Building these monuments required immense effort and a shared belief that honoring the sky was essential for survival. Even the Vikings, known more for their seafaring raids, had a deep connection to the sky. Their cosmos was held within the branches of the great world tree, Yggdrasil, which reached into the heavens. Asgard, the home of their gods like Odin and Thor, was a realm in the sky. Thor, the god of thunder, created lightning as his hammer. Mjolnir struck his foes. For a mariner navigating the open sea, the sun and stars were not just celestial bodies, they were their only map. The North Star was their most reliable guide, a fixed point in a swirling, ever-changing world. The sky was both a divine realm and a practical tool, a source of myth and a means of navigation. So, from Egypt's nut swallowing the sun to China's mandate of heaven, from the Inca's golden temples to Stonehenge's silent stones, our ancestors devised incredible ways to understand and honor the sky. They saw the divine in the sunrise, messages in the stars, and the wrath of gods in a thunderstorm. Their worship was a blend of science, art, religion, and survival. They looked up and saw not an empty void, but a place teeming with life, meaning, and power. And though our scientific understanding has changed, that sense of wonder has not. When we look up at a clear, star-filled night, we are sharing an experience that connects us to every human who has ever lived. We are still, in our own way, looking for our place in the cosmos. Thank you so much for joining us on this celestial journey. What are some other examples of sky worship you know of? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Who Created It and How for more explorations into our amazing past. We'll see you next time.